Good morning and welcome to Workout Wednesday. It feels like it has been a million years since I've made one of these videos. But today we're going to be talking about a chipper. A chipper is a set of calisthenic based exercises that sometimes is used as a workout and sometimes is used as a warm-up. For my backyard boot camp class that I taught this spring semester, 2019, I was using the chipper as the warm-up, and I've used it for several of my other exercise classes as well. This summer, I'm working on perfecting my chipper so that I feel like I can give more to my students while they are participating in learning the chipper and using it regularly as an active dynamic sort of warm-up. So what does active dynamic mean? Active dynamic means that you actually have to do something and that we're warming up the joints in a dynamic stretching fashion. That means rhythmical movements that keep the joints moving through their full range of motion in order to warm them up. That's the whole idea of a warm-up, is to warm the body up. So the chipper starts out with 100 of an exercise and then 90 of an exercise, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, and then 10 at the end. And usually they vary up the different body parts, they move around in different ways. A few important things to note about when you're doing your chipper or anything that involves jumping, plyometrics, calisthenics, etc. is that you want to make sure that you have on appropriate footwear for doing it. So barefoot is not a great option for when you're doing a chipper, and also that you have a good supportive floor underneath you. So I told you that my backyard boot camp, which was an outdoor activity course, did this all spring long. And we did it on aerobic floors, we did it on rubberized gym floors, we did it on grass, and we did it on sand at the beach. Never on the concrete. I wouldn't let them do the jumping activities on the concrete, on the sidewalks, outside, because it's so dangerous as far as impact to the joints. We don't want to injure our ankles, our knees, our hips, our lower back, or anything else when we're doing these exercises. So today I'm only going to demonstrate each exercise for you as opposed to performing the whole chipper for you. But I will be doing that off and on Tuesdays and Thursdays for my whole summer. So I hope that you'll give it a try either as a warm-up or as your workout to try and build your strength and endurance throughout the different joint ranges of motion. Each of these exercises focuses either on a calisthenic or a dynamic flexibility exercise. And the very first one that we do is the 100 of our chipper, which is jumping jacks. When you're going to do a jumping jack, you want to make sure that you have enough room around you so that you're not going to be hitting anything else. Traditional jumping jacks start with an up and out. Making sure to land on the balls or midfoot. Our second exercise in the chipper is our set of 90, which is going to bring back that jumping jack action, but in a slightly different way. So we're going to do plank jacks next. That means we've got to get down in plank position, and we're going to hold the body in this position as we jack in and out with the legs. We want to make sure that our hips don't go up and down as we do this. So keeping the body level. Our third exercise in the chipper is going to be a pike plank. So coming from that same plank position, we're going to pike up and back down, working our core strength, our shoulder strength, warming up the hips, the shoulders, and the ankles for 80. A modified version of this exercise for beginners is to come out to a modified plank or incline plank in which the ear, shoulder, hip, and knee are in alignment. And then exhale, press the hips up and back. Inhale, coming forward again. The fourth exercise in our series is 70 of high knees. A lot of people like to cheat on high knees and they do them fast like they're jogging in place. In order to make sure we get our knees high, I like to put my arms out at a 90-degree bend at the elbows and make sure that my knee comes all the way up each time. So I can do this slow if I have any reason that the impact is not good for my body, or I can do it quicker. Our fifth exercise is 60 of what a lot of people like to call butt kickers. So bringing the heels up to the hips. Again, don't just jog in place. You want to get all the way up each time. So now we're more than halfway through, and 50 is the next number. For 50s, I like to do something I call a mogul's jump to warm up the obliques a little bit. We start facing a little bit of a diagonal, and you're going to imagine that you're mogul skiing. So as you jump, you're going to use the arms to keep them warm and hop from side to side. For our fourth exercise, we're going to do another jumping skiing exercise, but this time it's going to be cross-country skis. So we're going to start with one leg out in front in a little bit of a lunge position, and we're going to hop using the arms and switch sides. You could also go double time using one arm at a time to speed it up. For 30s, we're going to go ahead and work on opening our hips. Imagining that there's a hurdle or something large in front of us, we're going to reach our hip up and over on each side. And sometimes it's good to use that other arm as a counterbalance. Almost like a wax on, wax off type thing. For our set of 20, we're going to bring it down to the mat for crab reaches. You want to bring yourself up, take the opposite arm and reach over to a diagonal, and then bring yourself back down for 20. The very last exercise in our set is to do 10 burpees without a push-up. So lots of people start with the jump up. I prefer to start with the jump down and out. So we go down, out, in, and up for 1. If the fast burping jumpy is a little bit difficult for you, there is a slow motion version as well. You reach down, step out, step out, step in, reach up to the tippy toes, and back down again. So there you have it, a chipper to get you warmed up or worked out, your choice. It works your cardio, it works your strength, it works your flexibility in a dynamic and active way. I hope you've enjoyed our little demonstration here today, and I hope to see you again in a couple weeks for another Workout Wednesday. Have a great one.